Hello friends, today in this tutorial I will be showing you another module which lets you get the video duration of a file inside seconds. So we are using the FFMPG and FFprobe library for achieving this. So this is a dependency of Node. So it has got 5,648 weekly downloads, and you will see this is the documentation. This is the current users. It will console log the duration here in seconds. And now to print this, I will just make use of, I will show you complete example to you. I will go into my projects directory. I will make a new directory here, which I will say media project. I will cd into this project. I will cd media project. So now I will open this directory first of all in Visual Studio Code text editor. You can use any text editor of your choice. So here initialize, we will initialize the package.json file, guys, npm init-y. So you will see it will create the package.json file with the default options, which is name, description, all such information about your project. And now what we need to do is that we need to install that package, which was get-video-duration. So this is a package that we need to install here. And after installing this package, you will see it will hardly take 5 to 10 seconds, and then it will install this package. So now you can see it has installed it. Now we need to create the starting point, the application, which is index.js. So right here we will include that package, which will be get video duration, and we need to require that package. And the prerequisite of this package is that you should be having FFmpeg installed on your computer. So just search for FFmpeg. It's open source library for working with media and audio video files. So just download it for your respective operating system. It is a cross-platform open source software. So if you have already installed it, if you type the FFmpeg command, if it is successful, then we have successfully installed it. So just accordingly, just select your own operating system and install it. It's a very simple process. And now after that, including that, guys, we need to invoke this. Just go, if you are having a local path here, so if the file is present inside the same directory, then you can just simply say get video duration, and here you can pass the simple path. So basically what I will do is that I will simply go to the videos folder, and I will pick a certain video here, which is this file. I will copy this file and go to my this media projects directory. So simply what I will do, I will paste this video file here. I will rename this as, sorry, let me delete the shortcut. So this is video.mkv file is there. So I will simply pass the full path here. It's as it's in there in the same directory. So I will just say video.mkv. And then the second argument is that it is returning a promise. So we will handle this by dot then, and then it will return this duration inside seconds. So we can console log it inside. Simply we will say console log duration. That's it. So this is just the 3-4 lines of code is there. You will see. Now we are in a position of running this program. So we can say node-mon index.js. So now you will see it is saying get duration. Get video duration is not a function. Let me just see why it is saying that. Oh, sorry. This needs to be, we need to extract a method here, which likes to be inside curly brackets. We will say get video duration in seconds. So this is a method which is available in this module. So get video duration in seconds. And now guys, it will exactly tell you the exact amount of seconds which are there. 35.317 seconds are there inside this video. So we can also cross check if I open this video file. So you will see, if I just see exactly 34 seconds are there. So exactly pinpointing it, it is telling you the amount of seconds which are present. So it is correct. Now you can try it for any video file. And let's suppose you have from a URL, you can also try it from a URL also. So if you have from a URL, let's suppose. And again you can call this get video duration in seconds, and this will return a promise duration. I think I don't, you cannot try it for YouTube videos because let me try it. If I go to a YouTube video, if I copy this link address, if I paste it here, let me just try it for a YouTube video if it is returning or not. So let me console log duration if it is working or not. So now you can see command failed. You cannot try it for a YouTube video because invalid data found when processing input. I think that it is saying there. So get video duration in seconds. So let me try this video URL. Let me go to that. So I think it's a funny video. You can see it's a sample video which is hosted on this address. Let me copy this address. So YouTube videos, you cannot process it because it is restricted. So now let me run this. So you will see exactly, it will tell you 60 seconds long video it is. So you can just cross check. Also it's a 1 minute video, so 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So exactly it is pinpointing how much a video length is inside seconds. So it's a very good module. You can use it inside your application, and also you can read it from a readable stream as well. So this is, again, you can create a video file here, also read it from a video stream, read it using file system module, and then you can get the duration. So this is the complete example. We are using the create read stream method. So here we need to pass the full path because we need to pass the path here. So we will replace here video dot. So here you need to replace your address video dot mkv. So again you can see it will print out 35. Let me delete all that stuff earlier on. You can see 35 seconds. So again it is printing out the same seconds, which is correct. Video dot. So I've shown you three ways by which either you can have the path, full path, then you can also provide the URL, and then you can also read it using the file system module. So these are three techniques that we can use. So in underground it is using this FFMPG library and FFprobe library also. FFprobe is also a library which is a subset of FFmpeg. So FFmpeg is a parent library, and FFprobe is a this is it is a children library of FFmpeg. So these two libraries, it is using it under the hood in order to process these files. In order to just make it a little more dynamic, guys, we can use a express server. Just to, in every video I do this because I don't want to applications to be static. That is why I install express package to make it little more dynamic using HTML form. And also we will be uploading files, so we will be using Malter library just to upload files on server. For uploading files, we also need to create a folder in the root directory. So just create uploads folder. That's it. And also delete all that stuff. We will be starting from clean slate. And here inside your root directory here, we will create a index.html folder. So this will contain the simple HTML form where we will allow the users to upload the file and get video duration in seconds. So this will be a very simple application. We will be just be showing the use case of this module. So const express again require it, and just actual app, how you make the express app, and declare the port number wherever you want to start the app.listen, and pass the port number, and the second argument will be simply saying that console log that app is listening or port, and then you can concatenate your port number. That's it. So now basically if you run this once again the command, so you will see app is listening on port 3000. So now we can say app.get, we can make a get route. So when we open the home page, what we want is that we want to open the response.send file method, and here we will pass dir name plus index.html. So now if you open the home page, it will open this index.html. So here inside this, simply we don't need any sort of fancy stuff. We will just write a simple form element, just form. We will give it an ID, form ID, or ID is also not necessary. We will just be posting slash get duration. That's it. And here we will say encoding type will be application multi-part form data, and that's it. Inside this we will have the input field which will be there. So just close this tag. So we will say input type will be file, and we will be giving a name attribute to it also, which will be file, and we will say required because it should be required, and that's it. So now if you load this application, you will see, if you go to this address localhost 3000, you will see your HTML form will be there. Choose file button will be there, where you can just accept video files from the user. So one error is there, so this Angular bracket should not be there, and you can just only accept video files. So accept, and then you can say dot slash, sorry, video. I think this needs to be video dot slash. If you refresh it, I think if you want to accept only video files, I think video dot slash. I think this is the syntax. So if you refresh it, now if you choose file, you will only see the video files which are there. MP4, MKV, MOV, AVI, WMV, all that stuff. So this is very much good for the user. So good for user engagement, because the users will only see the video files. And now guys, we need to also provide the method, which will be in this case post method. We will be posting the video file. So we need to make this get duration. So for first of all, we will need to make this uploads directory static directory. So for that, we will say app.use express.static, and inside this we will say path.join dir name plus uploads. And we need to also include the path module, which is a built-in module of Express, sorry, Node.js. If you want all the source code guide, the video in the video description, I have given all the source code. So just go to the video description, download all the source code of this application. And also, guys, we also need the body parser middleware, which will be very much useful when we are working with the form element. So just include this body parser middleware also. This is also there inside the built-in. You do not have to install it. And then URL encoded, and here we need to pass extended to false. So again, the second line will be body parser dot JSON. So these two lines we need to write here. That's it. After that, we will make that post request, which will be get duration and request dot response. That's it. And that's it. Now, before that, we also need to upload the file. So for uploading it, we will say we will require the Malter package. And for the Malter package, as you know, in every video, we need to make the storage. Here we will use the malter.dict method, and here we will say destination will be equal to whichever destination that you want. So I will be storing my files inside. So if you just go to here, npm.js method here, sorry, Malter. So Malter documentation will come here. You will see. So whenever you want to, you will just paste this, simply paste it. So here we are just telling Walter where we need to upload your files. So simply pass the directory here, which is uploads. And in the file name directory, guys, we need to have the extension name. So for the extension name, if you just search here Walter get extension on Google, on Stack Overflow, you will get that answer. Simply, this is the line we need to copy it, paste it. So this will concatenate the extension also at the end. So this is the I want. After that, we can say const upload and we can initialize Malter with this. We can pass storage to storage. That's it. Some more options are also there, which is maximum size, all that filter that you can apply it. But for this simple application, we will just upload the file. We will say upload, and we will say here we will say we will only be uploading single file. So we will say dot single, and here we will pass dot file here. That's it. And then we will say request response error. So if any sort of error take place, we can console log it like this. In the else block, we can say we can console log the request.file.path. So which is the path of the uploaded file. That's it. Now we are in a position we can run this file here. Simply go to this address. If I choose the file, sorry, we are also need to get a button here inside this in order to submit the form. This is very much required. So button, and button type will be submit, and we will say upload, or sorry, we can say get duration in seconds. That's it. And now when we just press the submit button, we will say if I submit this file, get duration in seconds, and now you will see it will upload this and it will show the address, complete address. If I check the uploads directory, this file has been successfully uploaded. And now guys, what we need to do is that we need to get the path, or sorry, get the duration. So it will be simply, guys, we will call that library. So we will include this library at the very top. Const, we need to require it, get duration. And from this library, we have this method, which is, if you just see here, where was this library? Sorry, get video duration. Sorry, get video duration. So from this library, we have that method, which is get video duration in seconds. So we can simply call this on this path here to make it dynamic here, get video duration in seconds, and pass the path here, request.file.path. And if you check the documentation, you will see now then it is a promise based. So it will be returning dot then duration. That's it. So this duration we need to pass. So we need to pass it. Firstly, we will check it in the console if it is printing out or not. So run it, and once again, just go to your address, localhost 3000, choose a particular file, and you will see it's a 11-second video here. You will see 11-second video, and it is successfully uploaded. You will see it is successfully uploaded. MP4 file is there. And now we simply need to print this data on the browser. So for that, we need to send this data. So we will say response.json, and then we will say duration is equal to duration. That's it. So we are sending the data back to the client by using this line here, response.json. So we need to cache this data. So simply inside the script section, JavaScript, we will write some JavaScript here. Or I think to make this cache, we need to, instead of making this as a sample post request here, what we need to do is that we need to make it as a AJAX request. So we will say form ID form. So for this, we need some little help of jQuery. So jQuery CDN. So just include the CDN. So jQuery makes it very much easy to implement AJAX request inside the application. So that is why I'm using it. You can also use vanilla JavaScript for this also. And here we will first of all get the form, and then we will say, I think this will be very complex. So I don't want to implement this inside this application. I will just be making this a very simple application. So this is very much useful. And instead of using, I will use EJS module. So it's a template engine. So npm I EJS. So install this module. So this makes your template dynamic. So install this, and once again node-mon index.js. So now to set the view engine, we will say npm right after when you initialize the app dot set view engine and EJS. So for that, you need to store all your templates inside a separate folder, which will be views. So we need to just move this index.html into this views folder, and we need to rename it in index.ejs. So these modifications you need to make. And now we are loading, when we are loading it at this home, we need to say here response.render index, and then we need to provide the duration to be nothing at the very outset. So this will be empty now. So now when we are rendering it, we will just say here response.render. Again, we will render the index template. Now we will provide the duration to be duration. That's it. Now we can print this inside this template simply. We will have the div here. We will give it an ID. And inside this, we will have a if block just to check if duration exists. So if you just search for EJS if block in HTML, so just search this, it will show you how you want to use it. So just paste it here. So inside this if, we will pass the duration, which is duration here, like this. So it is saying that if duration exists, then we need to print that duration. So in order to print some variable, we will say duration. That's it. This is a syntax. If you just see here, this is a really complex syntax, but you need to copy it. So this is, if the duration variable is set, then we are just printing it. We need to delete this. In the else, you can see in the else block, we will delete this. So we will have this paragraph, which will be no video file selected. So now the application is working. So let me just go to it, localhost. So it is saying unexpected token else. So you can search this unexpected token else. So you will go to this answer. Let me just see. I think you can delete this else block. We will only be having this if block here just to check here if it is working or not. And once again, if you go to that address, so now you will see the application will work. Let me select a video file. So now you will see it will exactly print the 35 seconds. You can change this video file to any file of your choice. You can see this is changing 11. So it is displaying it on the page without refreshing it. It is taking all that data from the server here. It is passing it using this index line. So here you can pass as many information as you want. So this is the power of using a template engine, which is EJS. So all these files are uploaded here, you will see, and then it is calculating the duration in seconds, and then we are printing it inside the browser using some EJS template engine. And now you can also print using URL also. So just make it as text here, and instead of using URL, so we will say placeholder, enter video URL. So you need to delete this encoding type here. Simply we will post the data here. So here what we need to do is that we just need to, we don't need this upload. So we will delete this, all this. So we will get the using request.body.url. So we can also print that URL also in the console, request.body.url. Because we have given the name attribute, which is, you can see, URL in this case. So this needs to be same. So now if you pass a video URL, let's suppose I pass the same URL here, copy and paste it inside the application, paste it. So get video duration in seconds, and now you will see 60 seconds. So exactly it is pinpointing the address here. It is also console logging the address of that video. So it is accessible in both the situations. You can get the video URL, paste it, and you can get the duration in seconds using this FFMPEG and FFprobe library in Node.js and Express. Or you can upload a video file from your local directory and then get the duration. So I've shown you this complete application. So thanks very much for watching this video. Please like the video, subscribe the channel, and also comment on this video. And if you want the full source code, go to the video description link to download all the source code. I will be seeing you in the next video. Until then, thank you very much.